Feed me.
Feed me more. Feed me more.
Welcome to Ryback Friday Live. I am the big guy, Ryback. Presented by Feed Me More. Nutrition available on feedmemore.com. Good to see all of you guys. I'm just winding down. Just had a huge workout and went to the LVAC today and then did battle ropes at home for a few rounds of 3 minutes. And didn't get a ton of sleep. I slept, but I did not get my 7 or 8 hours. I think we got closer to 5. I woke up quite early, maybe 6 hours, maybe 5. I don't even remember. I think I went to bed at 11 something. I got to go back and look at the old sleep apnea machine, but I woke up at like 5 something early and just was wide awake. And I hate it when that happens. I would have preferred to have gotten about another hour, but I could feel it. And it's hot in Vegas today. We're like, I think it's over. I know there's been heat warnings. I'm used to it, but it's hit us full blown. So I noticed I was just a little fatigued at the gym today, and not bad, but enough. So here we are. Like right now I debated, I was like, boy, it would be nice just to sit on the couch, chug a nice ice cold bottle of water, maybe throw a couple ice packs on, a little siesta for about 20 minutes. I don't do that ever. And I was just thinking about it. I'm sitting there and I go, don't be a little bitch, go record. So here we are. You should do beer chugs with 40s. That would, man. I mean, I think that would be a lot of fun, but yeah, I wish. Yeah, the work in the Undertaker would have been nice. That would have. I honor that would have been fantastic. But Man of Steel, good to see you. Thank you guys, everybody. Instagram and TikTok. The big guy Ryback 22 TikTok 1 million this morning. The first pro wrestler, not counting The Rock. Shut the fuck up. Okay, he doesn't count. He's on a whole other thing. Pro wrestlers, I'm in that field, even though I'm doing other things and been off of TV for 5 years. I don't got the power of any of that behind me anymore. 1 million, the first male pro wrestler. Lana's the only wrestler to beat me, I believe. And I don't know when she made her account, probably before me. But I'm hoping this is covered on all the wrestling dirt sheets to show the world that how popular the big guy Ryback still is, but they won't. They don't talk about the supplement company or the success of that or anything else. They just like to talk about negative things and hateful lies. But you can't control that. You can only keep doing what you're doing. What's going on? Military training on my way home. I've not eaten a lot. Only thing on my mind is feed me more. Jacob, I hope you have a great meal and some nice ice cold refreshments. And thank you very much, my man. Well, I'm in Vegas. I don't know how hot it is in Arizona, but it's usually we run pretty parallel. And it's already, I know it's been between like 109 and maybe 112. I got to look at the official. I just go by the old Challenger or the truck, what the temperature says in there, which is actually pretty spot on. So I know at one point today it was 110, 111 in there. Then it was 109. It's hot though. Like I've chugged so much water and I don't know, like I can't quench my thirst. I chugged a root beer, the Virgil NWO Virgil root beer in there. Chugged a whole thing of it. Chugged a nice cold bottle of water. Now I'm drinking coffee, and I chugged one of these right when I got home. I'm like, here we are. Good to see all of you guys. So I just discovered also, thank you for all the Instagram badges, guys. I love streaming on these things because you can actually make money on them. And I was completely clueless about the badges I figured out. And I don't know how long that's been made available, but I didn't know TikTok, you get paid in diamonds on there. I never knew what any of that was. And the other day I'm looking, I'm like, and I saw coins like come on, I go, people paying me on this too? And then I looked it up and I had a bunch of money sitting in my account. And I transferred it over earlier. I go, oh, that's pretty cool. I was just doing it for the social media stuff. So, but anyways, the station head deal is okay, buddy. If you're spamming in a different language, that's a whole new level of bush league. Station head has told me that they are working on getting everything on the web browser, which would stream directly in, where I could have the callers directly. I could pick them from the web browser, which will feed into my feed and the sound and everything. And that will be when we start everything when we go to the Ryback show. I have to have that up and running. And until then, Ryback Live, it's all the same thing. But that will be the format of the show of talking to people a little bit more. Am I for or against training shoulders with chest? I don't think anything's bad necessarily. I do think, though, there's only so much you could do before your strength starts taking a bit of a hit with that because of the amount of sets. But I mean, again, if you structure it the right way, maybe not that bad. And I think you could do anything. Ideally, I think it's best to train them separate. But at the end of the day, training is better than not training. So it's just one of those things. Like I think too, and like unless you're in like a powerlifting sort of contest where you really need those numbers at a certain point, or to attempt a certain point, But I don't know. I don't know how you would do it. Like if you go with your bench first, but if you're not doing that, I don't think it would be necessarily. I don't see it being horribly detrimental, personally. But I like to split it. Vegan's going great, man. I just will say this today. I told you this today is we're over 9.5 months in. Today is the first time I've been fatigued in quite a long time. And I think it just had to do with, and I slept good, the quality of sleep, but I didn't get as much sleep as I like. And I've been going hard all week. There's been a lot. So into the training but good day. I was hanging from the pull-up bar as well. And more scar tissue broke under my like armpit and lat that they've been working on. And I was hanging and they want me to stretch it out. And it was just like a rip of scar tissue. It doesn't hurt. It felt amazing. I was like, oh, that was awesome. It could be jarring a little bit, but that's like, and I'm just getting my range. Everything's getting back. Feel good. To the GTS, Walter asks, do you have to take a break from it? I mean, my thing is if you're using it every single night, it may be beneficial to try to take maybe a couple weeks off if you can even. But I think it's one of those things, use it when you really need it. I know it can be easy because I've done it myself to where you just get in the habit of taking it. But it really is good to try to, like, if you're just tired naturally, don't take it. And save it for the nights where you're not as tired. And then you could use it continuously because you're taking breaks throughout it. But I think if you use it consecutively, the thing that, you just want to make sure if you do take a break, make sure you're not having any caffeine late and where you're going to be able to wind down at the end of the night, But it's all the natural ingredients. Nothing in it is harmful to you with that. It's like the same thing as if you drink a tea every night. We just have a bunch of different teas in the formula. So I feel like I've drank no water today. Thank you, Detroit. I'm just a guy. I've read a lot of sales and marketing, but I've also invested my entire life into health and fitness and supplements and learning and just trying to be my best and working on my mindset and trying to improve. So it allows me to continuously just to keep pushing for more. Thank you, Tommy. I appreciate that very much. We had one of our Feed Me More Nutrition customers shared Cheech yesterday. I put it on my Instagram as well last night. He went from 400 something pounds to 200 and something pounds, and I mean, tremendous transformation, and that's by someone deciding to take their fate into their own hands and to work as hard as possible. And man, truly touching to me to see that. And I've met people at autograph signings that have told me through things they've heard and or reading from the book Wake Up, It's Feeding Time. And to me, that's really powerful and really cool because that's the kind of thing and I know for my life how much it means to me, and that to see people change their lives for the better is a really cool thing. Brian Rodriguez, thank you for the super chat. Ryback, I've been taking your supplements since February 2020, and I've been feeling amazing. Thank you. Thank you very much, Brian, and I'm glad that you're digging the supplements, and I look forward to bringing you more, man. This is my life, and I got the cupboard full of them. I place my orders just like everybody else, and like I'm in all the way on this. This is the brand is an extension of me, and I won't let the brand fail, because if the brand failed, I failed, and I'm not afraid of failure. I'll go all out, but I believe in this so strongly, and I don't like the supplement industry, and not to say that there aren't some good stuff. There is some good stuff out there, but there's more bad, and I just want to provide people with what I think is and what I know is great stuff, and that will help get you results. Sometimes supplements get a bad name from all the BS out there, and I've always had a great experience with them. And I learned early on that okay, find the ingredients that work, and these companies just don't put enough in because they're just they're all those snake oil salesmen, or the majority of them. And it's like, no, give people quality, have the supplements work, more ingredients that actually work together, and here we are. Happy birthday, Predantis. Or what's up, Nos? Any thoughts on athletic greens? I don't know what the athletic greens are, but greens in general are great, as long as they don't have any artificial sweeteners or colors, which wouldn't really make sense if a greens company's doing that. But I have no doubt there's some companies doing it. I think greens are great, though. I don't think I think especially if your diet is lacking some fruits and vegetables. Yeah, no Minecraft, guys. Instagram, what's going on? TikTok. Tim T, would I say, what's up, Tim? Would I say cardio is more important than weights? I think they're both really, really important, but I think it also depends on what you're training for and what you're doing. So that's a tough one. I think they're both very, very important. You know, it's like if you told me, and I know how important conditioning is. If you told me I have to train and get ready for a 30-minute match in whatever situation, and I got 4 weeks, and I have to pick if I just do weights or just do conditioning exercises, I'm probably going to go with conditioning exercises. Probably, and I mean 100%, I'm going with conditioning exercises, because I'll be able to do body weight stuff still. I'll keep my calories high, and I won't lose much, if any, mass. and I'll make sure I got my conditioning because I know how important it is. But now, if you told me, big guy, you got 4 weeks, you're doing a 2-minute squash match, which is going to consist mostly of a very intense entrance, a spine buster, a meat hook, and a shell shock, and firing up the crowd. Now you got to choose between doing conditioning or weight training. It's going to kill me. It's going to kill me because I love conditioning. But I'm going to go for the all-out freak factor and try to figure out a way to keep my conditioning wherever it was without losing too much. But I love both. I think both are equally as important. But I gave you 2 different answers under 2 different scenarios for myself. Thank you, guys. Guys, if you're going to call me psycho, spell it right. It's not spelled CYCHO, okay? Come on. A blood orange would be great, Justin, on that. Yeah, I want to do a lot. I'm actually got to take another look at stuff, and because we got to put some more stuff in. I've been in with reorders on everything. We got the shakers, the black shakers are coming. We got the 2 sweet in, so that's going to be out. And then what else? There's just I got to do. We got to order. I want to do the strawberry banana because that's ready to go. Finish at BCAA, but I got to get a great Complexity out as well. But I think we're going to have like 4 reorders coming up with different items. So I got to keep an eye. It's really tough coming out with new products, and when you got the reorders, and I've been hit this period. It's odd. All these reorders go in at different times, but the way that they've sold this current kind of cycle, everything is ran like together, which is it's more annoying for me because I just watch large amounts of money go out. I like it when they stagger it and it's just like, but it's business, and there's going to be times where that happens. It doesn't happen. So Egypt, what's going on? Bob, thank you. That's always crazy when people tell me I was their childhood. I get people and the kids in the gym will come up and tell me that they're teenagers or in high school. And I'm like, look, the big guy's still young, guys. Hopefully I'll be part of your teenage years as well. And then somebody when they're in 20s, then I'll be like in my late 40s or 50s. And then they'll be like, yeah, man, I grew up watching you. It's odd experiencing this when I'm not old yet. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm older than I was. But I'm still I'm in my 30s still, and I'm going to enjoy that until I'm not in my 30s. But it's like, the kids aren't saying anything wrong. I was their childhood in their eyes, and it's like I'm older than them. But it's like I think I've kept myself pretty intact of not, I think a lot of guys would have fallen apart in this. I kept myself together pretty good considering this chaos, but. I'm going to do another video, Return of the Ruffles Rampage, or Return of the Ruffles Ryback's Rampage, Part 2. No, Blades, I would never want to run a wrestling promotion. You could give me $10 billion and say, we want you to stop because I wouldn't be able to do everything else I'm doing. You're going to run a wrestling promotion. I would just say, where's the gun? Where's the gun? Let's just end this now. We'll give the $10 billion to somebody else to do it. I would not want to deal with that. With all the no. And then the business aspects and numbers and the logistics of everything. Oh, no, Blades. No, I don't want to do it. I don't want to be in the meetings. I don't want any part of it. I enjoy being happy. I love being happy. I have a lot of I'd give input, but I'm not sitting and debating with other people. I'll be like, here, use my ideas. So draw us money. Go ahead. I can do that. Oh, what's that, Cody? Yeah. Let's do this, and this with those guys if you want. If not, fuck me. Okay. And then I'll just go do my thing. Other than that, yeah. What's that, Vince? Do I think Braun should lose while he's red hot? No, no, no. I think we should actually have him go over tonight. Yes, I think we should have him beat Brock. The crowd is behind him. I've experienced it myself. We're going to miss a huge opportunity, Vince. Okay, yeah, fuck me. All right, bye-bye. That's the extent of it, guys. Diabetics can take too sweet. I would always say, though, and especially though, if you use the glucose monitor and test yourself, always check with your physician. Though the ingredients though are fantastic, and I just say always run it by your primary care physician, because I'm not a doctor, but I've seen a lot of diabetics that use the ingredients and talk about some of these things. But this specific formula is very, very good, and we use the RALA, which is a lot of companies don't use the R isomer version of the ALA. They use the cheaper regular ALA, which is not natural in our bodies, and it is our ALA works far better, and I know that from experience. So, and stacked with the two different cinnamons, and we got chromium, genema, and what else is there? I'm missing something. No, maybe that's it with the RALA. So yeah, it's people. I take it twice a day. I got to take it with one more meal. I take it in the morning and then one meal, like usually late afternoon or night. So I'll be taking it with my last meal tonight. Yusef, man, that's very cool. I'm glad, man. Thank you for following and improving, man. It makes me happy to see you guys improving. Mark asked, hi, Ryback, thoughts on Bruce Pritchard and good old Jim Ross? So Bruce, I don't think I've ever been around, but I always enjoyed, I would listen to him and Conrad from time to time. I don't listen to podcasts or anything for that matter, just books. And Jim, I've always gotten along with Jim. We worked together on TV when I saved him from Punk before. Huge pop. And then I did his podcast, and I like Jim a lot. I think Jim would be really would enjoy calling my matches, and I would enjoy having him call my matches. I can hear Jim's disappointment in things, and I think we share a similar mindset, and I know that because I've talked to Stone Cold enough, and me and him share a similar mindset on the business. I think I could be Jim's new Stone Cold. That's what I strive to be. I would completely take advantage of that too, just to piss people off that I'm now pretending to be Stone Cold by being Jim Ross's friend. Justin says, cheers, big guy. I had some vegan chicken Alfredo tonight. Good stuff, man. Or some good core workouts? Again, the P90X, the Athlean X ab stuff is really good, really good for the core. I would download the Athlean X ab thing. That their workout app thing is pretty cool. I think there might be a small fee to get everything unlocked, but you can get a lot of free stuff on it without paying. So I would download that. Great content on there. A lot of exercises. You can take stuff from it. Zercher squats. I always forget the pronunciation, but it's Zercher. And I posted a image of it on my Instagram if you check that out, but it's where you hold the bar. Google it, Zercher squats, Zercher. That is fantastic for your core and your back. And weighted hip thrust are the movements I'm going to give you to focus on, and you will build a strong core with those. Jim Ross was not the talent guy when I got my contract. Nope. John Laurinaitis is solely responsible for hiring me twice. And guess what? People Power's back. Me and the big Johnny Ace have always gotten along quite well. A lot of people don't know that. There's people I get along with actually pretty much everyone there. And outside of maybe a couple, but one of them's gone. Carano's gone. And that was a huge idea. I was not happy with him at all. A lot of but there's what are my thoughts on Braun being released? I don't know. I honestly, I don't know what to think about any of that. it's maybe there's more going on. I don't know. Maybe he was hurt and they don't think he was gonna. I don't know. I don't know. It was. I didn't see that coming. I know that much. But sometimes you never do. I just did a Garden Grill Ryback TV today with their new Reuben sandwiches. Blew my balls off. I'm getting that edited right now. If we can get that up tomorrow morning, I'm probably going to drop a Saturday video because I'm fasting Sunday, and I might and then do another release Tuesday or Wednesday. I've watched, yeah, man, I've seen Stone Cold wrestle in person when I was younger in Vegas, him and Triple H in Vegas at, I believe it was No Way Out, the 3 Stages of Hell. I think that Triple H won that match. I think Stephanie wrestled Trish on that, if I'm not mistaken. I went to that and watched that. Um, I wanted to be a wrestler. None of my friends really were into wrestling anymore at that point. I just went by myself. I went to a couple of them by myself. When I was younger, my dad and uncle took me. They hated it. Oh, they hated it. They are not fans. They're, I think, happy with my success in it, but not like, it was not happy with it at all. Yeah, anything's possible on that, but it would take there would be some very serious stuff that needs to take place. I'm talking back pay too, in the millions. There's so much stuff you guys are unaware of. That is, and it is what it is. It's over, and I'm not. I don't see any of that happening. I don't foresee it. Not to say it's not possible, but I don't foresee it. I've done worked so hard to try to like release this stuff, and I got this trademark going on, and they're suppressing my social media. If they, I feel I would have been much further past all this if they were not latching on trying to prevent me from being successful, which is a very real thing. My Twitter is been on lockdown since 2016. My Instagram just started performing for the first time since 2016, where I'm getting into 6 figures again on there. I don't know what happened on there. If something happened, all I know is the content's been being seen way more lately. Nothing has changed. I hustle on social media and I have large followings already. So my numbers should never be too far down for what they were for a while. But TikTok has been, I get millions of views on TikTok, hundreds of thousands of views. Put the same post, put it on Twitter. I might get 10 likes, maybe 50 or 100 if I'm lucky. My impressions stay between 0.5 and 1% though. So what happens is it prevents anything from taking off on the platform. So only a small amount of people see my stuff, and then not enough people can like it in a quick enough amount of time for it to be seen by more people. So that's one of the reasons too, when I do like my marketing stuff and do the polls, a lot of those things get me negative attention by the people that don't even follow me, that share that because they start retweeting it. And that's what gives me a way to get seen. And I figured that out quite a long time ago. So when I see something that will take off that I maybe even wasn't even expecting on a negative way, I'll then try to do something where I can get seen with a promotion or something too, or something, put a post out with the supplements and try to piggyback that off of it, because Twitter, and we get a lot of website traffic from Twitter, which sucks because if I was getting the normal 10 to 20% impressions, Jesus. But I'm working. I've been messaging people on LinkedIn that work for Twitter. Nobody's messaged back yet. I keep trying to find more and more people. And I've been very vocal about it, because if you don't do anything, nothing changes. And it's not whining, it's not crying. I'm being suppressed, and I know this 100% fact, not made up. I need to get this resolved, and I'm gonna, and I won't stop, and I'll keep going, because the moment it happens, it's going to be a huge relief for me. But we're doing decent on some other things, so I try to focus on those more. Is it okay for bodybuilders to drink an energy drink with sugar every once in a while? Yeah, I think at the right time. I think it's always best to get your sugars from, fruits and things like that, or fruit juices. But we got a real psychopath there. We'll go ahead and get rid of him before. Walter, you guys are very welcome. I'm glad your dad enjoys the 1, 2, 3 muscle joint tendon. It's the real deal. That's why I just got to get the supplements get in the people's hands. And I feel like when people see the results, they're like, wait, this stuff works. That's where it's like, and I've told like the people I'm working with, a lot of the focus on my branding, I'm involved in it, but like we're going to be getting the fat burner for a big push on Amazon. The focus is really going to be on the product. And I'm going to continue to do that, is even going back to wrestling guy, because I don't want people, I feel like wrestling can sometimes hurt your credibility. And I think it hurts credibility in all areas. It's odd to me that that's a thing, because it takes tremendous skill to do it and have success at it. But I get it. I understand it, and I've lived it. So that's why I constantly put my content out, to get people past the Ryback character, because it's educating people on that time and time and time again. And that was something I had to fight early on. I just keep going. But then the people that know me better. And then when people search my content or watch my feeding time videos, all of this stuff was all started with my branding in mind, to get people and for me to have a better relationship with my fan base and customers, so that whatever the idea they thought about me, even if they loved me, that they would actually get to love me or know me for exactly who I am. And hopefully, in going back, I have a better relationship with my fan base, where people can go and enjoy me watch me doing my thing, right? So it's I'm looking forward to what we're building with everything. Me and Stephanie always got along very well. Me and Shane always got along well, and me and Vince's brother Rod, I would consider to be pretty. We spoke quite often through email and text every once in a while. I'm probably the only wrestler that had a relationship with his brother. And he bought the supplement. He loved the supplements. He would buy them. He would get my weekly message newsletter, and he'd always like kind of respond like on his thoughts on it, and tell me he enjoyed reading my content and my views on things. And I always appreciated his support. That was when I found out. I hadn't heard from him in a bit. It'd been a couple months or 3 months had went by, and I didn't hear from him. And and then when I saw they passed away, I wasn't expecting it, because he was in good health. No, I'm vegan. I don't do any fishing, anything like that. What's going on, guys? All of June here, we're giving away the free Feed Me More Nutrition ankle socks with your orders, guys. I've got them on right now. I love these things. I had them send me a bunch of pairs, so that my socks are my brand too. Why am I going to wear someone else's socks when I can wear my own? Damn it! We're giving you that and a free bumper sticker, so that you can put on the back of your cars, so more people can see my brand. Feed Me More Nutrition Hungry. So please, if you get them, put them on the back of your cars. Show your damn support, okay? Or give it to the kid and let them rip it up. Color on it and then rip it up. We're doing that all of June with orders. You can save 25% signing up for our email and text message alerts. And then we have our spin and win wheel that goes up to 35% if you sign up for that, and free prizes, gym bags, half-gallon jugs. I do think I could slam Andre the Giant, yes. Do I know what bruh means? I would assume that means bro. But bruh is like a little more like bruh. Like when you're frustrated, maybe like bruh, really? That's my interpretation of it. Could be entirely wrong. Anthony Pod said, thank you for the super chat. What is the best thing to do if your weight is at a stall? I've been using Shell Shock and the Big Eye for about 5 weeks. What I would say to do, and again, the basal metabolic rate calculator, if you have any idea of how many calories you're consuming, because if you're not keeping track, it's really easy to do things where you're eating extra calories and not even realizing it, which could be stalling your results because your diet is not locked in and consistent. Also, is manipulating carbohydrates a bit. can really, in avoiding bad fats and things of that nature, eating healthy fats, but keeping your calories very consistent. And then also increasing your intensity on conditioning cardio will increase your metabolism for a longer period of time than doing slow cardio. And that's very, very beneficial and can help you start losing weight and getting past that little hump that you're on right now. The other thing I would say also, if you want to add in, I would add in another tea bag of matcha green tea and fill that up and let that sit for about anywhere from 20, 30, 60 minutes if you could put it in the fridge and drink that with the same tea bag, fill it up once or twice a day. That extra matcha green tea will also give you even more of a metabolism boost. And I would try that. Also, if you want to add cayenne pepper, which we have the cayenne with the ginger in the shell shock, but sprinkling cayenne on your meals once or twice a day, pretty liberally, or how much ever you can handle. Not like a ton, but maybe 4, 5, 6, 7 kind of little sprinkles on your food will give you another little jolt to your metabolism as well. Good to see all of you, everyone on TikTok. Hoping we get to the next milli and then even get to 2 million. We got to keep it going. I have a feeling more wrestlers are going to try to come over there and get their brands bigger now because the big guys having success on there. Now, I think there's quite a few guys on there, actually. CJ, what are you referring to on that's actually smart? Never thought of it like that. I missed what I could have said that is referring to. I don't know. I got to take a look. What's the deal with the Golden Knights? Yes, I have a TikTok, the big guy Ryback 22. I'm actually streaming on there right now also, and on Instagram, the big guy Ryback 22. Ryback, you so sexy, daddy. Call me Big Daddy. Big Daddy Ryback. The name thing is still going on. WWE randomly is trying to get the entire case thrown out. They've been caught lying multiple times to the USPTO, the United States Patent and Trademark Office, which is quite baffling. Their attorneys they have working there are unfamiliar with the actual facts of the case and have been caught submitting lies. So I think what they're doing is this is like a Hail Mary because they know they're going to lose it. But it's not scheduled to be over officially until January. I think it could be, I don't know if it could be decided prior to that, but I could go wrestle as the big guy Ryback anywhere right now because it's my legal name. I'm simply taking my trademark from them because so I could merchandise it after and I could do that without it with the R logo and Feed Me More. I'm not worried with the hungry. I just don't want them having it anymore. And if I do have it and they want to use it, they're going to pay me to use it because I am the trademark and they didn't do anything with it for 5 years. We've caught them literally. I'll explain more of what I've done. And this is just business, baby, just business. But I've beaten them every step of the way. And I've done certain things on purpose. And I was advised on a couple things on to do that I've done the last 5 years that has worked in our favor. So we'll see. But it is going on. It is going on. And I know because I get those damn attorney bills every month. And it's not fun. No. I've not been vaccinated. India, what's going on? Welcome to Ryback Live. You got to keep a good diet going. I didn't see all of that, but man, a good diet is imperative to success with everything. Don't throw away all your hard work. Eating is the one thing you got to. That's why fasting is really good because it gets you control over our hunger. If we can control that, we can control anything. And a lot of people have like very unstable blood sugar. And with a lot of the junk and the processed food and all the fast food, they get these ridiculous cravings that we are not supposed to get all the time. And the more foods you eat off this planet, your energy increases, your mood increases, all these positive effects start taking place. And you realize how far down the rabbit hole we've gone of bad nutrition that was just we grew up with. I grew up with it, the cereal commercials, and they all seemed so friendly back then. Everything's Mountain Dew was new when we were kids. I remember when Mountain Dew came out. Oh my God, this is so good. Thinking it, buying the soda machines every summer, buying 2-3 little cans of soda. I can't even imagine how I didn't have diabetes as a kid. Thank God I ran and played and swam all the time in the summer. First place in all the swimming challenges and the belly flop contest for like 10 years straight, by the way. I bet a lot of you didn't know that. I still do laps out in the pool. 290-pound guy. I could swim. We got to get our nutrition, though. It's so key, guys. Any advice on losing fat and running fast? You got to do sprints. You want to run fast. You got to run on the assault runner, incline sprints on the treadmill, outside sprints up hills, Rocky Balboa style. You got to do the work. Sled work. Who's calling me right now? How dare they interrupt? I should have also put my phone on silence. Mark, I'm a cop and I would pull you over. If I pulled you over, I'd be so scared of you. All I would say is have a nice day. I've had a good success rate of not getting tickets. I've gotten a couple my entire life, very small things, but I got one in Canada. Same person calling back. I got a hold up. There we go. I got one in Canada once because the car was in kilometers, and their speed limits are slower, and I was out in the middle of nowhere, and two cops speeding. Eh? I didn't even. I just went with it. Opinions on Moxley as a wrestler. Cornette hates him. I love Moxley. I've always enjoyed wrestling him. I enjoy him. I think everyone's going to have their opinion. I think Jim just gives a lot of negative opinions on things because I think it gets him a certain amount of views and keeps him a certain level of income. And he has his little following of that thrive on the hate and negativity. And it is what it is. Like I'm just so far. I met Jim once. He was really nice to me in person many years ago. So I don't know where the hate and negativity, because he does it to me. He seems to hate a lot of things. And I don't think that's – I can guarantee you, though, if he would kiss John's ass first chance he got if he met him in person, as well as mine. So, but he can go on and run his mouth in Louisville on whatever, you know. I do listen to music when I'm training, yes. I have a wide array of music. We're not using the Station Head app tonight. They told me they are getting the web version updated where I'm going to be able to stream on my computer with that open, and that will feed into everything I'm recording with my system, my stuff, with my mixer and everything, because I got a bunch of stuff all hooked up. That little iRig stream deal was no bueno, and I've returned that. And everything will be synced in where I'll be able to pick callers out of that will come right into the feed. We'll all hear the same thing. And what I'll do is that will be the Ryback show live, or the Ryback show, which will be more of a like this. And then upload that onto the podcast as well as streaming it like we're doing just on everything. I can grow a full head of hair. Yeah. I've always had a widow's peak since my early 20s that has pretty much stayed the same, but I can grow a full head of hair. I'm not, I like the bald look. I think with my voice and I think I like having the beard. I haven't shaved my face clean and I don't since Nexus. I've had a beard since Skip Sheffield. So, because that was the main difference between Ryback and Skip. How Skip kept a little bit of hair on top to look a little friendlier. Outside of Nexus, I shaved my head to look meaner. But then for Ryback, I came back with the beard and the shaved head. TikTok. It was a lot of fun getting power bombed by the Shield. I got power bombed a lot. I think I was power bombed more than anybody, and I also helped create that move for them. Not create the move, but pick that as the move they were going to put me out with the first night on that triple threat match. Ryback for sure. Tony Gallagher in the house, my friend, in the house. Let's see. We'll go see if we can get somebody in. I don't think Tony's, I think, just playing. We'll see, though. Tony could be being serious. See if anybody has a good question. Anybody with a good question want to go live with the big guy before we wrap up? See if we can get it. We'll limit it to one question: health, fitness, supplementation, nutrition, or anything currently going on in pro wrestling. Yes, I heard. I don't know if it was Moxley talked about that or Punk or somebody. I think I heard an interview with Punk because me and Punk never had any issues. I think that was the bullshit starting. I was very nice and I always was been the same. Like anyone that knows me, I've always been the same. I'm very straightforward and honest and I'm professional. And I'd heard something that Punk had told them that like they need to like lay it into me or something that never once was anybody ever like I thought I loved all our encounters and I would like throw them off of me because we wanted it to look like a fight. Never once did we ever have any issues with anything. And I don't know, that was like Punk intervening himself, telling them I might not sell for them when what would trigger that? That's just him being a horrible human being starting drama. And that's what it is. That's why I just don't have time for that stuff. And that's why me and him don't see I'm not that's low level shit right there. So it is what it is. Me and the Shield guys always did good business. It just was not handled creatively good. It needed the win at the end for me, which unfortunately we never went there. Let's see if we have a question here. We'll go live. Daniel Wood, are you there?
Hey, what's up, brother?
Not much. How you doing tonight?
Pretty good. I just want to say thanks for the positivity, brother.
Thank you very much. Are you Colorado or just an Avalanche fan?
I'm in Denver, bro.
Denver, good deal.
Yeah. All right, bro. Thanks for having me on, man.
Awesome. Thank you for listening. Have a good night.
All right, you too, brother.
Bye. Daniel in Denver, thank you very much. What's my opinion on male pattern baldness? Just accept it. Just accept it. I don't know. I've always been fascinated by that. Like how, like anybody that's ever, and it doesn't happen a lot, but every once in a blue moon, somebody will like, hey, Baldy, or a comment online where they're trying to insult, and I'm just like, doesn't even make me mad, like in the slightest. Like I enjoy doing it. I like being bald. Like this was by choice and is still by choice. And if it wasn't, I wouldn't look at it like it was just like, oh, I just got to be bald. Cool. I don't know. I guess everyone just views things different. Let's see. Allie Hankerson, are you there? Allie, you're on Ryback Live. You're there.
Hello, sir.
Hey, Allie, how you doing?
I can't believe I'm talking to Ryback. This is the first time I'm talking to a wrestler, so I'm
Very
trying
cool.
to
Where are you at?
maintain my cool. I'm at home, like I'm sketching.
Where's home? What country or city? Where you at?
I'm in Philadelphia.
Philadelphia. Good deal. Do you have a question?
Was Roman a safe wrestler to be with?
Roman was a safe wrestler. I enjoyed wrestling Roman a lot. Yes. He's a very good guy.
Thank you.
You're welcome, buddy. Well, I hope you have a good night sketching, and I appreciate you calling in or videoing in. Allie is out of the chat. Thank you very much, Allie. I'm not aware of anything going on with Jeff Hardy. I've missed because I haven't been able to watch everything. I see bits and pieces. I watch the majority of AEW stuff though, and when I'll catch some matches, but I don't. If Jeff's on SmackDown, I very rarely catch a lot of SmackDown. We'll see. No, I recommend a vegan diet for maximum muscle and health, performance, and compassion for animals. I think, and I've done every diet. I think vegan is by far will produce the greatest results in anyone's lives that commits to it and does it. Eagles can be bald, so yeah, I would say it's a good look. All right, we're gonna go live again. We got Walter. Walter, what's going on, bud?
How you doing, man?
I'm well. How's your night?
It's pretty good. Just watching you. My sister was here.
Where are you at?
I'm in Elgin, Illinois.
Okay. How far is that from St. Charles?
It's literally maybe 20 minutes down the road.
That's where my fulfillment center is at, actually.
Yeah, I know. I think you did if I remember correctly, the Dunkin' Donuts Beyond the breakfast sandwich or whatever.
Yeah. I did that right before I flew back out.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm out this way. I just wanted to say thanks, man.
Oh no, thank you. I appreciate all the support and tuning in and using the supplements, man. Thank you.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. My dad's doing well. I know I look like a big old chunky right now, but believe me, you helped me lose 40 pounds or so.
Really?
Yes, I was pushing. If I could show you a picture, last summer July I was pushing 280, and now I'm at 237. So,
wow, man, over 40 pounds, 43, right around that, right?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. So I started with the dieting and the less of the meat intake, and then taking the supplements and whatnot. Walking with my mom for the past 2.5 months now, and it's just been shredding. So I'm hoping by the time end of summer comes, I'm around 200.
Do you have what would you say for you? Because everybody has a thing. What do you think caused weight gain? First of all, like eating habits? Like, are you a late time eater? What would you say now is the one thing that is like, do you think, is there anything holding you back? Or do you think you're like hitting on all cylinders now and it's just repetition at this point and staying consistent?
Yeah, now it's repetition. Back then, it was depression, a lot of booze, which I talked to you about, which you gave me advice about, a lot of late night eating, garbage foods like chili cheese dogs, double burgers,
Especially if you're drinking, because then inhibitions go down after drinking, and like where you'll order like a junk meal or eat like that's where a lot of damage can be done as well.
Oh, absolutely. It was every day. And, I don't know. It was the first time you responded to my question, honestly, that I was like, hey, this guy cares about his fans and whatnot. I told my folks about it, and they're like, oh, well, he responded. Well, that's great. And then you kept answering my questions and whatnot. And I kept saying, hey, this guy's, for real. And he cares about his fans, cares about his, people that are involved in his product and whatnot. And so then, like I said, I got my dad the pills, now, like you said in the one episode when I told you he's kind of a hard ass, and you concurred, like your father. My mom's like, well, listen, he's not going to say it, but ever since he's been taking the pills, he stopped limping, so she had me order, more pills for him. And then we've been, keep going down this process.
And he keeps taking them, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whether he wants to or not, my mom forced him. She's like, no, your son bought that. You're going to take them. So, it's been great.
I love to hear that. That's because that was too, like when I created this stuff, it was all to solve my problems.
Yeah.
And that's what, like, that's the whole goal of that. And it's not to say that it's going to work on everyone 100%, but that was always the mindset in when I create these.
Yeah.
But too, with people, I think it's important to like, that was one thing that bothered me. And I think this is why, like, when I left WWE, there was all this negative stuff that came out that was not true about me, that they know that it was the complete opposite. And so it was a really tough thing to see that. And I go, man, could they try to make me sound like more of a piece of shit on anything?
Yeah.
And I go, and rather than like just try to like fight and take it down, which cost a bunch of money to have people, and people are already forming opinions on it, that helped me shift. I go, I'm just going to keep doing me and being me on my putting out content. And like, this is the best way, is just by being yourself and having interactions. And then people see that enough. And then they go, okay, that's not true. We know that because we follow him and see. And that it actually motivated me to be more active on social media, seeing that. And I'm happy, though, I'm able to help. And that was why I wrote the book and the things, because I would talk to wrestling fans after shows, and I'd see people that are upset. And I'm like, for me, health and fitness have given me so much in my life and helped with my mood and things. And I think it gives people such a better opportunity to find happiness and success with that, because I've seen it time and time again. So it really makes me happy to see like making changes, because it's like, it's just going to keep getting better and better.
No, absolutely. And, you do have a very big positive impact on people. And
thank you.
Extremely happy that you're in all of our lives and whatnot. I cannot thank you enough.
Well, I look forward, man, to you losing. Where do you want to get down to?
Honestly, the goal, if I can still manage it, would be 181, which was my my high school weight. But right now, if I can get down to 200 pounds, just decent shape and whatnot, I'd be happy. So I've got what was my weight? What did I say? About 37 more pounds to go until I get to 200. So,
how are you still drinking at all?
Maybe.
You know what? So you got it. So how many of those do you think would you drink on at a given time at night? And is it usually nighttime drinking?
Yeah, it's to help me go to bed, which is why I ordered your GTS. It's that's the same problem I had earlier when I talked to you. I usually go to about 10, 12 beers a night, even though I'm still calorie counting to still decrease the weight, but I'm eating less food,
Yeah. But the thing too with that, and what happens is one, it can get addicted. Like, because trust me, I like having drinks.
Yeah.
But I found there's ways to take advantage of this, that if you so red wine has more I would say if you're doing 10 or 12 beers, try to just do one bottle of red wine with half a gallon of water or a gallon of water, and dilute it and sip on it, because it will last you. You can make that last 3 hours if you were good with it, and take your time. Wine helps you go to sleep really, really well. Okay. There's only 15 grams of carbs in usually a bottle of red blend, because what I tell people is I'm a realist also, is you have a connection with that to go to sleep, and with that, you'll get that same benefit from red wine and not do nearly the amount of damage. And you'll actually, I think it will kind of help you up to a point. It's not good to do. You don't want to do it every night,
Right.
but I think it will get you away from the beers, because I'll say that is holding you back. Where if you're doing 10 or 12 of them,
Yeah.
that's definitely, even though with you're made progress, you're gonna have to make some adjustments along the way to and two, I tell people, man, I've learned this, you got to find something to replace the beer. As far as there's something in that from a psychological standpoint, that where you're connected to that, and I get it, but you got to find something to almost fill the time, and that too, the GTS taking that even earlier in the day, in the night, before you're even ready to get yourself just to go to bed. Because, and this is another thing I learned, a lot of people, the damage is usually done at night with people.
Oh, yeah.
And but if you get to bed early and wake up early, you'd be amazed if people just did that, how many of our problems would actually disappear. But it's because that nighttime is for whatever reason, is where destructive habits come out. So
No, absolutely. And I've tried suggestions from other people with the hard liquors. Like they'll be like, oh, well, why don't you have a mixture of like tequila and water diluted and whatnot? But I'm an ugly person with hard liquor, so
yeah,
beer is my safe zone. I'm like, I don't want to turn into an ugly person. So
it's harder on your body too, by the way.
Yeah.
It'll age you faster. Everyone I've seen, and I would say if you're able to try a red blend,
Mhm.
that could really, because I'm telling you, red wine makes you sleepy.
like a Merlot.
I like personally the red blends. They actually call red blend. They got the 3 different red wines in them, and usually they're pretty consistent on the carbs, are usually 12 to 15 grams per bottle on that. But red wine will make you go to sleep. It's one of the reasons why I will do it once or twice a week as my treat. And at night, man, I sleep like a baby on it too, especially if I stack it with the GTS.
Yeah.
8 hours easy, just beautiful. So, because the thing is, you just want to, that is, if you were doing say you did 2 beers a night.
Yeah.
That's one thing. 10 is going too much. You're going, because that alcohol's in you too long, in that it's slowing your metabolism down, because your body can't burn any food that you have in you, any energy, till that alcohol is burned off. So the whole time you're drinking it, plus how many hours it takes your body to rid it, you're not in the fat burning zone.
Right. And even with like I mentioned, the calorie count, because I looked up the pros and cons of the stuff, and for a guy like myself, even though I'm exercising, I need to be below 2,000 calories, or at max 2,000. So doing this has helped quite a bit. I know I would be probably a lot more down, but again, it only offers 600 to 700 calories daily with certain things, and half the time it's usually like cottage cheese and pickles that I'm having, because that's all I can have.
Well, what I will tell you too, and again, in working within what you're doing, is make sure you have your but if you are doing your beers and you're keeping those in, and if you're losing weight still, you're losing weight still. So so that's because you're going to keep evolving this as you go along. What I will tell you to do is make sure you get your calories in from your food for the day, and then when you start having your beers, make sure those are your remaining calories. Make sure you also drink a fair amount of water with them, and don't have any food with the beer after anything, and let that will help further, because any food that you're eating in that window is going to get stored, and so it's going to slow you down. So that is another thing to kind of a trick of the trade of max, if you're going to do it, but it's not going to do as much damage as it could.
Okay.
So, and then you just keep adjusting along the way.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I'm by the end of the summer, I'm hoping to show you some good progress with everything.
I think you're gonna, man. You're already starting it. So
yeah,
and that's the thing. You just keep going. It's just a mindset. So that makes me happy.
Well, I'm very glad you're around. So thank you very much.
Good deal, Walter. Well, I look forward. Well, man, we'll talk more on here.
Absolutely.
All right, buddy. You have a good night.
You too.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Good deal. Thank you very much, Walter. It's cool to put faces, man, with the names. I'll never forget Walter. I've already remembered the name, Double W. Wozniak. Vince would like Walter Wozniak. Man, you have helped me. Card H says, thank you for the super chat. Man, you've helped me go fit. I've been a vegan for a month and have lost 10 pounds. I love to hear it. Getting results. My hungry mindset gets results. And it's you guys doing the work. And you guys can do it better than me, even. This is what's helped me, man. I love to see it. I don't know about any of the news about Cena and John Cena and F9. I have no idea what that's even referencing. Thank you, UFO. Oh, I got a good memory. Big guy has a good memory, Justin. No CTE for the big guy. No concussions. Fully intact. Oh, man. I hope I can keep getting stem cells. I hope I'm 70 years old. I look exactly the same here, just doing these videos, recognizing names, going out, working Ric Flair style, throwing chops. Maybe the boob sagging a little more at 70. Maybe not with the stem cells. We'll see. The meat lasagna. The early days of Twitch. It's full blown during the pandemic. I don't know what's going on with John Cena and the Fast and Furious 9. Congratulations, Beauty and Games, on losing 5 pounds. I hope I'm in Fast and Furious 20. Me and Big Vinny. Stem cells are expensive, which reminds me I need to do a video for BioAccelerator. They asked last week. Thank you for reminding me. All right, guys, we're going to wrap up. It's been hot in Vegas. The dogs are going to have to wait till it's really later to get them out. But I also might have to run later on. But thank you guys very much, as always, for watching the Ryback Live here. Feed Me More Nutrition on feedmemore.com for all of your supplement needs. We got a lot of the discounts going on with the spin and win wheel and signing up for our email and text messages, guys. Your love and support is greatly appreciated. And I look forward to being back, hopefully tomorrow, with you on a Saturday live. Have a good night. Be safe. Stay hungry. Feed me more.